Welcome to Please Drink Responsibly.
Hey.
Hello.
What do you want?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Please Drink Responsibly.
Get off my lawn.
You're here with Norman, Keegan, and Zach. We're back. Ooh, Norman, Keegan, and Zach, we're back. You know what I'm saying? Rhymes.
Hated that.
Rhymes. Bars. We got bars on bars. Because we work at bars.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Going very far in my fucking car. That was YG said that once, I think.
Looking at all the stars.
Fucking
cheeky day for a pint, isn't it?
In it, did I send you that picture of the snake? And it's got British teeth.
Yeah.
And it says, his in it, mate. And I'm like, bro, that shit's fucking.
There's a snake with really fucked up teeth.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
Because English people have fucked up teeth.
Yeah, I don't know why. None of them care.
You know what's crazy?
About dental hygiene out there.
I'm English, and I've never had braces, and I barely go to the dentist, and my teeth look fine.
They look fine. But
Look at this. Look at this.
yeah, they look good.
They're not weird.
Yeah. But, all right, so
Whoa.
on this episode
Thanks.
of the podcast, we are drinking Rhetoric. It's a 24-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is from a company called Orphan Barrel, and I'm going to read a little bit about Orphan Barrel off of their website. It might be on that side
I was
of the
going to
bottle.
say it might be right here,
Yeah,
but you go ahead.
let me read it. I want to read it. Let me read it. I want to read it. At Orphan Barrel Whiskey Distilling Company, they pride themselves on rescuing lost barrels of rare and delicious whiskey hidden away and long forgotten in the back of rick houses. They take craft and quality seriously, and they had fun bringing these little extraordinary whiskeys to life with each of their marks. Every Orphan Barrel whiskey is hand-bottled in Tullahoma to ensure that these rare whiskeys are treated with care they deserve, because once they're gone forever. It looks like this is bottle number 9,974. Some dude signed the curator label. And yeah, so this is the Rhetoric, age 24 years.
I'm finding it for like not under $400.
Yeah, dude, it seems like it's a very expensive bottle of whiskey we got for a steal. So it's so specifically Rhetoric is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. The illustration of how they age it for so long to show how barrel maturation imparts a lasting impression on whiskey year after year. This is their fifth release of the 24-year-old bourbon. It should have aromas of brown sugar, vanilla chocolate, and toasted oak. It should have a fruity taste with a hint of allspice that gives a warming finish to accent a nutmeg and caramel. Subsequent limited editions of this explorative whiskey will be released each year from the remaining maturing stock. Oh, so they were bottling it. I think 25 is the oldest one they did.
20 is the youngest.
20 is the youngest. So they bottled it for 5 years straight and just let it age an extra year in those old barrels they found of this in the back of a rick house.
And another thing
which is kind of cool.
I read about the company is like that's just like an educated guess. Like they brought in people to guess how old those barrels were, and what they said was it's at least this old. So they were at least 20 years old when they got them. So it could be older, but it couldn't be younger.
I really like the bottle. The bottle's cool. It's just a nice little square with a cool label with Rhetoric written on it in a cool calligraphy type thing with a little bird insignia above. But yeah, so apparently the Orphan Barrel Company, they have a bunch of different whiskeys too that you can go out and find, and they're all different because they're literally, like they said, they're like abandoned barrels that they found. So
every single one of these is going for like $500.
dude, yeah, this might be hard to find, low key.
Well, yeah, and it'll never exist again.
Yeah, exactly. So we have probably one of the last bottles of this. Some whiskey guy probably has one in his collection too, but yeah, they have a bunch of different cool looking bottles on their website of like random shit they found. Oh, this one looks cool. There's like a spider web on this one.
Yeah.
But I think that the Rhetoric is the oldest one they have.
We should save some of this and give it to our manager.
We should.
Give
We should
a-
bring
give a
this
little
to
bit.
our because he's the homie.
Yeah, and he always
He'd
lets
be-
us taste cool, old, expensive
Yeah, so I think this is the oldest one that this company produces out of all the old barrels that they find. So this should be pretty cool. I'm very interested in this.
Yeah,
So.
I'm going to try it neat, but I guarantee I'm going to put
And
ice
once
in it.
again, shout out to our coworker, that Chance, who sold us all these bottles for a very good price.
What's
so
the proof on this?
I think it's 45.5. It says right there.
45.4. You were off. You
Oh,
were fucking
Fuck,
wrong.
dude, I'm such a liar. I'm a sinner. I'm a fibber. I'm a liar, sinner, fibber. Zach hasn't even been paying attention.
He's here. I'm stoked, dude. Let's chug a lug. What have you been looking up on your phone over there?
Just
huh?
scrolling memes, dude.
Dude, can you stop, Zach? Can you
Zach,
stop,
can you-
man?
Can you lock in
Can you
Hey,
be here?
for like
dude,
40
Can you
more
be
minutes?
present?
Hey,
Be present.
who let the dogs out?
Hey, who?
The Baja Man.
Who?
Who?
The
Who?
Baja Man.
Who?
The Baja Man.
Who?
The Baja
No,
Man.
no, they posed the question. They didn't let him out.
Everybody was nice. The party was bumping. Oh, you go.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
That's
Interesting.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do get like the nutmeggy allspice. It definitely like. I don't know if I like this or not.
I don't know if I like it. I really want to.
I don't even necessarily want to like it. This is just really interesting. This is a really strange tasting.
It almost tastes
Whiskey.
like a single malt or a rye.
Huh. You can definitely taste the wheat it's made with. Like I get a lot of like grain.
That's my ice cube. I touched it.
Yeah.
Don't.
I get a lot of like grain. I also get a lot of like baking spice. There's a little bit of a burn, but it's not like too crazy.
It's got a weird. It's weird.
Funk. It's got a funk.
This is
like
not-
a little
Yeah.
funk.
Well, it's not. It's not bourbon.
It's almost got.
Oh, it is bourbon.
It's like
So it's at least 50% corn. 51, and this is weird. This is funky.
Yeah, this is different. It's different.
Which ice cube is mine? This one right here. All right, time to
Yeah,
open
like
it
dude,
up.
there's something like that I can't quite put my finger on.
Like
It's
orange,
almost like
it's
someone
like
took a shit in the
like
bottle.
No,
I can't.
it's like a vegetal.
vaginal.
No, vegetal.
Yeah, I think
sort
that's
of.
the grain. There's got. I wonder. I'm curious what grain they used in the rest of the mash build.
We can't know because
Because they don't know.
Barrel. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is weird and unique. It's-
unless they do know. Maybe they do know.
well, it has to be bourbon, right? So it has to be 50. They have to know
Yeah,
it's
but
at
there
least
has-
51%
yeah.
corn. Can you test for that after it's already been distilled? I don't
Maybe.
know. It's
Maybe
really dark in
24.
color.
It is.
For those
So
listening,
maybe they used rye.
but also it was aged for 24 years. That's a long fucking time in a barrel.
Wait, I got it. Mash bill: 86% corn, 8% malted barley, 6% rye.
I get the malted barley a lot
Yeah.
because it tastes like a single malt to me, which is 100% malted barley. But it's almost overpowering the corn.
86 corn.
I don't get that at all.
That I don't get as much corn. I've had like 100% corn whiskey, and I don't get the same taste profile as like a high corn whiskey,
No, not at all.
like a mainly corn whiskey.
No.
This is a much different taste profile.
This is-
and this is mainly corn. It's 86%.
Yeah.
This is strange. This is interesting. I'm curious to see what this ice cube did.
Like, I'd like to explain to you guys.
It smells better with the ice cube in it. Like it smells sweeter. Like I get more caramelly brown sugar on the nose with the ice cube.
This is pretty easy to drink, though. It's not like it's like killing me, or burning. But
Honestly, maybe the more I sip it, the more I do get corn. Maybe that was just me reading it. Or maybe that was the ice cube.
could be both.
I get a little bit more corn. Maybe now that I just sitting in my head, I definitely noticed the corn.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
dude,
the vegetal.
You're getting a lot of corn over there,
Yeah, getting
bro.
a lot
What
of
do you
corn.
feel like a freak on a leash?
Hey, once you corny to me, you on the cob
No.
forever. You know what I'm saying?
With
Come
the
on,
water, it
come on,
definitely...
Come on.
Dude, did you come up with that?
No, you did.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
I
You
didn't
fa-
come up with
no.
it, but I
But
did
you said
introduce it to the friend group.
Being on the cob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you corny to me, you're on the cob forever, my boy.
It tastes more bourbony after the ice.
The ice helps. I like it better with ice.
The ice settles it. I think I liked it more without.
I like it better with ice.
Just because this is such a unique flavor.
This is interesting as fuck.
I want an old fashioned. Nah, I don't. That seems
Manhattan with this would be good. I think it'd be better in a Manhattan.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
don't-
kind of got that
You
right.
guys don't want it in a cocktail, bro. You want it straight how you got it.
I know. It's
You
too
want
expensive.
it straight how you got it, okay?
Let's not. Let's do a Pappy Van Winkle
It's
Manhattan on the podcast.
Yeah, if we can get Pappy for sure.
Okay,
I'll do
bet.
it just to piss people off.
Bet.
Yeah.
Bet. I'll get Pappy.
Can I do an old fashioned? I would prefer an old fashioned.
No, I want to fuck it up more. So Manhattan. I want to put more shit in it. That
Yeah,
should be
hey,
okay.
you know what? Let's just make a
Let's
whiskey
a whiskey sour. Yeah. Let's do a fucking.
All right,
yeah.
but we're going to the farmer's market. We're getting organic lemons.
No.
You know, we're gonna get fresh sugar,
Cane sugar.
unfiltered cane
Yeah.
sugar.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're only as
No,
strong
we're
as your
gonna go
weakest
buy
ingredient.
Rose's sweetened lime juice. We're
Sweet
gonna
and sour, bro.
We're
The
gonna
fuck are you
mix
talking
that with
about?
some fucking with just some sugar packets,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna crack a whole egg. We're gonna make it a flip cocktail.
Yo,
Actually,
yo.
whole egg in that bitch. 2
Hey,
ounces of Pappy.
Now I'm mad.
Crazy content idea, bro. You make a whiskey and sour. Hey, I'm gonna make a Pappy Van Winkle 23-year whiskey sour, and then you use fucking sweet and sour and watch the comments go fucking berserk,
Yeah.
dude.
That is a good content
That's a
idea.
high engagement fucking content idea.
But
right
pretend like you do. You know exactly what you're doing.
there. Yeah.
Like this is the only way you should make a whiskey sour with Pappy.
This is pretty much the
23.
only
Yeah,
way.
dude.
Okay, and what we should do though, like on the low key, like let's not tell other people because this is for me now. We take the sweet and sour bottle and we empty it out, and then we put in good sweet and sour that we make.
No.
Please.
Authentica.
I'd rather let people think that we're doing something.
Well, then
wrong.
why won't we just do that with the Pappy? Why won't we just pour the Pappy into another bottle and pour Buffalo Trace in
God,
the
Norm,
Pappy
you're
bottle?
so smart.
You dummy.
We're gonna do that.
Okay, no, we're not.
All right, no, we're not.
You know what's funny though? I did have a guy at the bar last night came down and he was like, "Can you make me a whiskey sour but with egg whites?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's how we make it." And he goes, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Most people just do like lime juice and simple syrup or like sweetened shit." And I was like, "Nah, man, we do with actually aquafaba, which is like egg white substitute, but does the same thing, but it's vegan."
And it's better.
And he's like, "Oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. Why don't you make me one of those?" And I was like, "All right, man." And then I made it, and he goes, "Dude, this is amazing." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's pretty easy."
If
top 2, top 4, 5, top 10 easiest cocktails to make, probably.
oh yeah.
Top 10 easiest.
It's like
cocktails.
it goes like old fashioned,
Old fashioned is really easy.
Jack and Coke.
I mean, I won't. That's a highball.
That doesn't
I'm not
count.
gonna count
Okay,
that.
so old fashioned.
Old fashioned
It might be
whiskey sour.
Yeah, that might be
Probably
number
like a
2.
Manhattan, a Negroni. Those are very easy.
Those are all
Maybe
super
like
easy.
a Cosmo and a margarita. Those are fucking easy. Lemon drop, fucking easy. They're all the same thing.
Those
They're
are all the same
So easy.
A lemon drop is just a margarita.
They're all the same
Yeah.
thing. They're all the same thing.
That's
why people are like, bartending seems hard. How do you memorize all these cocktails? I'm like, dude,
I memorized like 10
there's
cocktails.
there's like 8 cocktails.
12.
The rest of them are just they're just all variations, dude. I was like, it's not that hard.
According to my do I call him a mentor? Do I call him my
Sure.
teacher?
Yeah.
Professor? I don't know. The guy who taught me, there's only 12 cocktails.
There really is.
And the rest are just riffs on those.
Yeah,
and
they're just
I agree.
just switch it up a little bit.
I agree. If somebody asked you to make a old fashioned with Pappy 23 year, would you do it?
I would just be like, hey, just so you know, it's going to be a very expensive cocktail. I was like, if you're okay with the price and you really want me to do this with the alcohol, I have no problem. I was like, I always recommend, I'd be like, well, I recommend you sip it either neat or on the rocks. If they go, no, I'll do an old fashioned, I'd be like, yeah, all right. That's what happened with those guys that came in that ended up complaining about the price because they didn't fucking double check.
Uh-huh.
Because they came in one night.
Start the story from the beginning.
Came in, 2 guys come in one night.
No, from the very beginning. What did you have?
So
What did
I
you
was
do when you
born
woke up?
on March 9th, 1995.
Nice.
All right, straight out the womb, orange hair.
All right,
Crazy.
fast forward.
Okay, so these 2 guys come in. They sit at the bar in front of me one night.
Pretty good.
They're having dinner. They're both just drinking like beer or wine or something, some normal. And they after they're finishing their meal, they start asking me about the Pappy collection that we have up top. And so I'm walking them through them. I'm telling them all the prices for it because they're asking. And then at the end of they're like, "Oh, well, which one is your favorite?" And I was like, "Well, I love rye." And I was like, I've been lucky enough to try it. And I was like, the 13-year rye definitely is my favorite. I said once you get to like 20, 23, they get a little funky for me. Like like the wood almost tastes like it's been sitting there that long, which I think this has a little bit of that.
Maybe that's it.
It's like once the wood gets that wet,
You're aging it
it's
too long.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which I noticed with the Pappy, and I was like, it just gets a little weird for me. So I was like, the 13-year rye is definitely my sweet spot. And I'd already told them the prices of all of them at this point, right? I walked through them. I was like, starts at 150, I think, for the 10-year, and then it just goes up from there to like 350 for the 23 years, something like that. And so they come in literally the exact next night, right? But they get a table. And at the table, they're talking to their server, and they want to order cocktails. But they come to me, they find me at the bar, and they go, "Hey, you helped us out last night." And I was like, "I did." And they were like, which one was your favorite again? And I said, the 13-year rye. He said, "Perfect." And then he just walked away from me. So then the server, I'm on the service wall that night, so I'm making drinks for the entire restaurant. The server then rings in 2 Pappy 13-year-old old fashions. And I go, "Hey, man, are you sure about this?" And he goes, "Yeah, they said that was your favorite and they want to do a cocktail with it." And I go, they know how much it costs, right? And they said, "You told them the price." They said that you told them the price last night. And I said, "I did, but it's like a $200
This is a big risk
cocktail
we're taking.
because I think the 13-year rye might be like $175, something like that. Or yeah, it's right around there. Yeah. It's right around $175 for an ounce and a half, and you're getting 2 ounces, and so it's a little bit more expensive. And we're putting it in a cocktail. So I was like,
75 and 50 cents.
yeah, I was like, this is an expensive cocktail. I just want to make sure they know what they're doing. And he goes, "This is what they asked for." I said, "All right." So I made both cocktails. I made both Pappy 13-year rye old fashions. Sent them out. They drank them. They got the bill, and they said, "Why is our drink so expensive?" I said, "I told you. You should have fucking told them the prices again." They're like, we thought it was like $150 or something. And I was like, I told them the prices last night, but they probably do not remember. So they thought they were ordering like the cheapest Pappy and getting it for like $100, $150, whatever we priced it at. And they were sadly mistaken, and then they severely undertipped the server because they didn't have enough money.
Now, if you're going to buy a 100 whatever, if you're going to spend over $100 on a cocktail and it comes back and it turns out that was actually $150, you cannot bitch. You're already willing to spend.
Yeah,
that
dude, you're
stupid,
already doing something dumb.
Yeah. So if it's $25 more than what you anticipated,
and also even when the
can't be
ticket
mad.
came in, I was like, "You want to make sure they don't just want to try the whiskey like by itself." And he's like, "No, they want it in a cocktail." And I was like, "All right, dude."
Yeah, no, that's nuts. That's a dumb thing.
I mean, it's the customer's fault for sure, and then I just felt bad for the server because it's like, well, you got fucked over now because these guys didn't want to
spend that much money.
They just went in blind and didn't give a fuck.
And now and what's even worse is the server has to tip us out on that fuck.
But and the guys tried to blame me.
Yeah.
They were like, "Well, the bartender told us yesterday that it was only $100," and I was like, "No," or $150, and I was like, "Well, no, I told you it was that much for a different bottle." I ran through all of them, dude, because they asked for all of them, so I gave them all of them, and they just thought they remembered correctly, and they were sadly mistaken.
I had a rich guy come in and he bought all the most expensive things that we had.
He didn't give a fuck.
No, he got mad when I told him the price. Like, I brought it up to him once. He was like, "What do you have?" And I was like, "We have this Redbreast 27-year. It's like $200." And he was like, "Hey, Do not mention price again. I was like, okay. And he was like, I'll take that, and that. All the thing. I was like, Pappy 20-year, red breast.
And Old Fitzgerald 19.
Old Fitzgerald 19-year.
Yeah.
And he was like, great. Give me
And
one
those
of
are
each.
all like over 150 or higher.
Easily.
Yeah.
And so I poured them all up, and then at the end, he got the bill. He tipped 20%, gave me an extra 100 on top of that 20%, and we called it a day.
Yeah, he was cool.
Fucking.
Well, he wasn't cool.
I don't know. I don't care if he was cool.
He made you work a lot.
Yes.
I remember that because we were fucking
Slammed.
dummy busy, so I couldn't even pick my head up from the service well, dude. I was just getting my ass kicked.
And I couldn't do anything except for tend to this rich guy. And you know what? It paid off for us. So
It did, though. We made a lot of money that night.
that might have been my highest money yield night.
I think that was like my second or third highest.
Yeah.
I made the highest with our old bartender buddy G.
Yeah.
Me and him had one night where we went
Shout out
crazy.
G. Shout out Pouring Stories podcast.
Yeah, dude, go peep.
Go peep. That's another bartender friendly podcast.
Is that a podcast that's still happening?
Yeah. I'm not working hand in hand and super close with it, but it is still a podcast. And
Don't go listen to that podcast. You're right. You're
Only
right.
listen to Please Drink Responsibly.
You're right where you need to be.
Zach, I could go work on that podcast.
Keegan, stop it.
Hey.
Okay.
There's the door. All right. There's the door. If you want to go work on the podcast, you're on the #1 podcast in Las Vegas.
Number
right now
one
when it
Vegas
comes about-
podcast.
when it comes to freaking
Name another Vegas podcast.
I can't.
Exactly. Number
except
one
for
Vegas
that
podcast.
one. And if you pick that one over this one, then
Ooh.
hey, once again, there's the door.
I can't do both.
No.
Oh shit! I can't
No.
be a part of 2 bar podcasts.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah,
No.
dude.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, all's fair in love and war.
While I'm at it, I'm also quitting Nora's. Norm, can you get me a job at the club?
Yes.
The club,
The club.
where
In
we're
the
all
club,
fam.
in the club, we all fam.
Kill myself.
We made that joke
In the club,
last
we
week.
were all family.
Yeah, we made that joke last week, and it still hasn't gotten old.
Yeah, last week. Dude.
Still
Yeah.
so old.
Yep.
But yeah, I can probably get your job.
Thanks.
But yeah, hey, all I'm saying is, if you're gonna order something expensive like that, maybe double check with your bartender and server. Maybe double check with everyone you can ask before you order something that expensive and you're not ready to pay for it.
Right. Yeah, if you're like, I can barely afford this.
If
then
you already thought $100 was expensive for a cocktail and then you get mad that it's $150, then you should just double check to make sure it's not $150.
Yeah.
Just double check.
Also, if you're spending $100 on a cocktail, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
What are you doing?
You could have, dude. You know how good.
Be
You know
mad at
how
yourself, dude.
You know how fucking good that old fashioned would have tasted with Buffalo Trace.
Just,
So fucking good.
I don't know if I'd say, well, maybe just
No,
as
it
good.
would have tasted
Fucking-
so. I don't know, just as good, but it would have tasted so fucking good with Buffalo Trace.
It wouldn't have tasted
That would have been a
$100 worse.
$15 cocktail. Could have saved yourself $150 because you probably paid $175 for that.
Some
fucking
people
cocktail.
are into it though.
But those guys weren't. Is my
weren't.
thing.
Haven't you ever seen that guy that goes around and he asks what's the most expensive thing that you guys sell at this bar? And
Yeah,
then they'll
that dude.
and then he'll
And
be
then
like,
he'll just buy
cool,
it.
I'll take a fucking adios with it."
Margarita
And you'll be
with
like,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
oh. And then he spends like $500 on a fucking margarita.
Yeah, but that
or
guy is
whatever.
doing that for content.
Yeah.
He's not doing it
If,
because he likes to do it.
He's also probably making more than $500.
yeah,
off
100
of
off
that
the video.
alone,
Yeah,
you
he
know?
does it for content.
He did it. He did one with like
He did one at the Gucci Cafe. Did you see that one?
No.
He went to like
Gucci Cafe?
Yeah, so like certain Gucci stores have there's like a Gucci restaurant even. Some Gucci store, or maybe it was
Sounds
Louis.
expensive.
It's one of them. Yeah, it had a cafe, and he like had the server bring out the most expensive bottle, and then he was like, "Margarita, please." And he was like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Absolutely."
Let me make a sidecar with that brandy we had last week. You know,
yo
probably be pretty good.
Probably
he did one where he bought like a $4,000 bottle of Domaine Romani Conti, which is like the most prestigious or one of the most prestigious producers of like Burgundy, and he had him make
A whiskey sour. Or
no,
a New
he
York
had
sour.
him make a sangria with it, and I was like,
That's crazy.
and I was watching that video, and I was like, I'm
Zach
kind of
wanted to
mad,
beat
dude.
the
I'm
fucking,
kind of mad right now
Because like
I
honestly,
know how good that wine is, and how dare you?
So like I
Right?
do kind of respect it because like he found his content path. and it works and he's doing it, because like that, I would see that and be like, dude, there's no fucking way you just did that.
That'd be like using it for a cooking wine.
Yeah, so
It's
like
just disrespectful.
good for him for finding that content path, but also like, dude, fuck you, dude. Like, fuck you for having that much money to be able to do that.
I will say though,
Also, invite me out, dude. I'd love to come.
yeah,
I'd love to be
can
there.
we be your friend? Actually, hit us up, please. We will, if you come to Vegas and do a video, bro, hit us up. We will be a part of it. You're paying. Thanks, man. Because I do not have that kind of money.
I will say, when somebody orders a top shelf Long Island, though, that's the kind of shit I want to pull. I want to be like, all right, fine, you're getting fucking añejo tequila, and we don't have expensive rum.
We have Diplomatico, though, which is really good rum. It's not expensive, but it's fucking great.
It's $10 for an ounce.
Dude, yeah, but it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
For $10, sometimes I'd be. Don't tell anybody. Sometimes I'd be sneaking a little.
I already texted our manager.
Fuck, dude! I told you not to tell
Nah,
anybody.
he doesn't like you again.
Hey,
you're gonna start getting lunch
hey,
shifts.
you'll be fine. Okay, just
Again.
bring this in. Just bring this in for him.
Yeah,
to
you're right.
taste.
You're right. He'll like this. He'll like this.
He will like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be a cool thing. And I bet if we bring this in, we can try a little bit of that.
Let's
red
just bring it
breast
in
and-
on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm, you're taking this bottle home with you, yeah?
Sure, I can.
Zach, do you
I'll
want
bring
it?
No.
Well, if we're gonna bring it to Joe, I'm not gonna leave it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, when we do an episode
Kyle
for a
will want
bottle,
to try this too. We'll give some to Kyle too.
when we do an episode for a bottle coming up, I'm definitely taking that bottle home because I want it.
What bottle?
The Florida Cognac.
Yeah, I mean, spoiler alert. Yeah, we have a bottle of Florida Cognac, and I'm gonna.
It's only like 14 year though, or something. Right?
7.
Oh, it's only 7.
Yeah, it's
but
like a
Florida Cognac is very good rum.
It's like a $27.
We've had Florida Cognac on here. Well,
The
on our old
elevated versions.
podcast like 3 times, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We've
it's
had
good
the-
every time.
We've had the Blanco. We've had the
super. Dan brought the super
16
crazy
year
one.
and the 18 year.
Yeah,
We didn't do the 21 though.
because
It's
good
good.
rum is cheap, dude.
Rum. If you're gonna listen, everybody listen
Yeah,
up.
if you're gonna ball
I'm
out,
gonna rum.
Everybody listen up. If you're gonna
Nice.
collect a spirit and you want to get into collecting spirits, rum is the cheapest one. you
and
can
it's
do.
good.
And it's good.
Most people like rum because it leans on the sweeter side of things. So like if you don't really aren't into like super bitey alcohols that like punch you in the throat, like it has alcohol in it, then rum's a good place. There are some rums that do that, but rum's a good place to start because it usually leans sweet because it's made from sugar,
But also,
made
if
from
you
pure sugar.
if you like bourbon, most rum is aged in old bourbon barrels. So
And yeah, rum
it's
has
reminiscent.
bourbon characteristics for
It's
sure.
reminiscent.
Dude, come on.
Dude, Zach,
Zach,
stop it right
can we
now.
get a three-way on
Zach,
that?
stop.
Fuck
Come
yeah.
on, get in here.
Oh, I'm in here. I'm in
Stop it
here.
right now, Zach.
Sick,
That was
dude.
good,
I'm so
dude.
good tonight. I'm
That
so
was.
up. I'm
Dude,
so
Zach,
up right now.
dude, Zach.
Zach's on, and he just went to the club last week, but he's going again tonight, baby.
Yeah,
brother.
dude.
And he's
Close
about
it
to
up.
tear it up.
I'm
brother.
doubling down. I'm doubling down
Double
on the
down.
club.
You said you never get to go out to the club, so now you get to go out to club.
We're clubbing tonight.
Clubbing.
I've never had any desire to go to the club.
It's not fun.
It doesn't sound fun.
No.
Hey, but to be honest with you, it's all about like who you go with. Like to be
I
honest,
agree with that, but
'cause-
even at a
'cause
certain
here's-
point, you can't even like
here's-
fucking talk to
here's
your
the-
friends
Yeah,
at
if
the
I were to
club.
go with
Here's
Norm
the
tonight, I'd
thing,
be like,
dude.
what are we doing here?
Here's the thing, dude. If we got a table, we would have so much goddamn fun, dude. I know
It depends on who's. I'm okay with going to the club if there's someone I want to perform at said club. Like I went to the club to see Anderson .Paak once, and that was incredible. I had a great time. And I've been to the club to see like J-Rock perform, and that was really cool. I had a great time. But that's the thing. There's not a lot of people I want to see perform that go to clubs.
We should go to the Pinky Ring, guys.
Oh, I actually
Dude,
do want to do
I wanna
that. That's
go
not a
hella
club
bad.
though, is it? That's like
It's
a
not
lounge.
club. It's like a lounge.
I want to
It's
go
a-
there too.
It's Bruno
that?
Mars's.
It's Bruno
Jazz
Mars's lounge, but you're not allowed to bring in your phone or they lock it,
I don't
right?
know,
Something like
one of
that.
Something like
They
that.
like prevent you from videoing the inside because it's supposed to be like really nice, and they want to keep it like a secret. Yeah, so like you're not allowed to video when you're inside, but it's everyone has said it's really cool.
Let me tell you what else I like about that.
Also, I might be
You're
able
not
to.
on your phone the whole time. People are
It's a
interacting.
jazz, dude. It's a jazz club, though, dude. I wonder if you could get a cigar in there, dude.
I hope
I'm sitting
so.
there sipping a scotch,
Having a
listening
nice
to
ciggy.
jazz,
Having
fucking
a cigar,
smoking a
I'd be down.
cigar,
Having
dude.
a ciggy with my
We should, and,
with my friends.
Is it owned by Hoxton Tao?
I have no idea.
You're gonna have to ask your sister on that one.
Dude, because if she
yeah,
might
dude,
be able
ask
to
your
just
sister.
yeah.
Got him,
Yeah.
Keegan. You're good, dude. You are.
She
on
might be
right
able to
now.
get us a table.
That'd be sick, dude.
And
I would
comp
love to go to
drinks.
the
That's something we can
the
solve with a
Pinky
quick Google, and then we can ask your
Yeah,
sister.
we should go to what casino is that at?
I don't know.
It's-
I just found out it exists. Why are you
It's at
asking
the
me?
Bellagio.
It's at the Bellagio. Yeah, but I heard it's really cool.
I have no desire to go to the club ever, but I will go with you guys. And if we get a table and special treatment, I will
Be excited.
be bringing bitches. Whoa. I won't be bringing. I'll be like, hey, bitches. Hello, bitches. And they'll be like, stop calling me that. Stop it. And I'll say no.
Yeah, and they're open Monday and Tuesday,
Oh, dude, we should go on a Tuesday night then.
9:30 p.m. to midnight.
Can you like make a reservation or something?
I don't know.
We should go. That'd be a fun time. That'd actually be fun. That's not a club. That's like a lounge. And I love like jazz music and shit. And so that'd be
it
sick.
sounds chill.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be fun. It's probably going to be very overpriced for sure, but
For
it'll
sure.
be fun.
We'll pregame a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll
Car
pregame
bar?
with nice stuff.
Little
I'm
car
always-
bar and
I'm
the
always-
real bar, car bar,
It's
real
so-
bar.
It's so weird how excited I get to car bar like as an adult because I stopped doing it for so long that now when we do it, I'm excited to take shots.
You get
in
a
the
little
car
giddy,
for
you
some
know? You're like,
reason.
ooh, I feel like a kid again, you
Yeah,
know?
like, I
you're
feel like I'm
fucking,
I feel like before I was 21 and could go in and buy alcohol, because when I turned 21, I stopped doing that as much because I was like, no, I can just buy it while I'm in there. You know, why would I fucking do that? And then now I'm a 27-year-old man and I'm like, dude, I could save $40 and take shots in my car. This is sick.
dude, yeah, it's fire.
I like to make myself a cocktail before I go out because I was like, as soon as I learned how to like make cocktails and shit, I was like, oh, dude, I'm never drinking like a peasant again. And I just started making. I would batch.
I don't
like,
mind drinking like a peasant.
I don't mind it, but like I
I
don't
like a
have to.
light beer and a shot of fucking Jack Daniels every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I ever like a shot of Jack Daniels.
Nah, dude, I don't fucking sign me up, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
but-
don't discriminate, bro. Fucking.
But, hey, but Keegan, you have to admit, dude, the last time that you and I just ripped shots before we ran into
you guys
a
got a
music
little
venue,
slizzy, dude.
that was fun.
It was fun. It was fun. hey, it was fun.
We're
I have
there
a-
for like 5 minutes, and I look over at Keegan, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of fucked up right now, dude. And he was like, oh yeah, dude, me too. I was like, it's happening, dude, and I'm just getting drunker by the second right now because me and Keegan just slammed like half of a bottle of whiskey
Buffalo
in between
Trace.
of Buffalo Trace between the two of us. In like no joke, less than 5 minutes, and
that's
then
crazy.
ran inside because we had people waiting in the line that were like, "Get here right now!"
That's crazy.
So
I
we
will
were just
say.
like shot, like no break
And then
whatsoever.
we're like, where are you? And we're like, coming. And
We're on the way.
We're on the way right now, and I'm like crying a little bit because
because he was throwing up and I was holding his hair back
Yeah.
behind the bushes.
yeah.
But then we got in there and they just kept feeding us shots after that. I got
It was
because
it was the homie Billy's fucking
show that he didn't perform.
show that they canceled, so they just gave him a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
pretty
They
fire.
didn't cancel. They fucked up by not telling him some.
Yeah,
shit
he was
about
on
his
the
equipment.
on the way to the venue, and they were all like, "Hey, we're using." They had told him all week, "Hey, we're using this mixer. We're using this mixer." And then on his way to the venue, he's like down the street, and they're like, "Hey, we're actually using this mixer tonight." And he was like, "Okay, well, dude, I go on in 30 minutes." And I don't have I don't have my laptop like set up in order to do that, like to connect to this mixer. So why
That's
did you guys
so
tell me
whack,
all
dude.
this?
Yeah,
this
that's
week?
so whack.
And they were like, "Oh, sorry, man. We'll just extend the sets of the other guys, and here's a free bottle of
Casamigos.
Casamigos." Yeah.
Heyo. Hell yeah, brother.
That was
Yeah.
the only. Even drinking it free, I was like, ah.
But dude,
This
it was
guy
also
sucked.
it was also like we went inside immediately after we had been chugging all this whiskey, and when we went inside, the group we were with was already at the bar waiting for shots of tequila, and they ordered us shots of tequila. And I'm looking at Keegan, and I'm like, I really don't want to do this shot of tequila.
You're like,
right
I don't
now.
need this right
Because
now.
I'm
Meanwhile,
like-
my top
Yeah.
is off.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm bare chested,
Shirtless.
ready for these shots of tequila. I'm getting people to take it out of my belly button already. You
And
know?
so, we take this shot of tequila, and now I'm fucked up, and I'm like, there's a slot machine right here. I'm going to throw 20 in. And then I played my 20. Took me like 5 minutes. Lost it all.
Ayo.
You know.
As you usually do.
And then immediately Billy finds me. And he's all like, yo, I got a bottle over here. Come on. And fucking drags me and Keegan over there. And fucking me and Keegan go take a shot with Billy. And I'm like, that was like fucking like so much liquor
in such a short period.
in
Yeah.
like 20 minutes,
Mhm.
like tops. That was 20 minutes. I've taken like fucking at least 7 or 8 shots of like just pure
Sheesh.
liquor, and I was like, I'm fucked up right now.
Yep. And then I had to. It was time to go home at the end of the night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not. Absolutely not." Like 2 hours probably went by, and I didn't drink anything else really, and I was just. Oh wait, no, that's not true. I had one of those ski shots.
Yeah,
Shot ski.
Yeah, shot ski. I had a shot ski, and
Yeah.
it was just Casamigos all night, dude. And let me tell you, I woke up the next morning with the most vicious fucking hangover.
Yeah,
of my
because
life.
Casamigos has so many additives, it's not good for you to drink like
It was.
that.
It sucked. But I mean,
Fuck Casamigos.
Hey,
Hashtag fuck Casamigos.
it tasted good.
We're
after
getting
the
it
fifth
trending.
one.
Yeah, after the 5th one.
know,
Anything tastes good after 5 of them.
Hey,
Not
fuck,
Jack.
hey,
No,
fuck
yeah, Jack would.
Casamigos, unless you want to sponsor our podcast.
No, even if
and
you,
then-
honestly, I'm cool.
no,
No, we'll take it for now.
Okay.
we'll take it. We
I'm
would take
cool,
that.
though.
We would take that sponsor, bro.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll still talk shit, but we'll take it.
Yeah, sponsor us to talk shit about your product.
Yeah,
I have a really bad,
or prove us wrong.
I have a really bad car bar pregame experience
Go on.
where it was like, this was probably, me and Chris had been together for a while because we lived together already. It was our first year living together, and I think it was pretty early on. But we were going out to a concert. We were going to see Isaiah Rashad. If you guys know who that is, he's a rapper, part of TDE.
Bless you.
But he's very talented. I was super excited to see him. But so we Ubered to the venue, so I knew I could get fucked up, right? So we get to the venue and we pull up on all of our friends. We were meeting all of our friends there, right? And I actually already know a couple of her friends because weirdly enough, I went to middle school with like half of her friend group. So like I was already homies with the guys, and so I pulled up and they were all already like they're ripping shots of whiskey out of their car. So I was like, sick, dude. I'm in. And so they poured me like, they're like, you got to catch up. I was like, okay. And so, because I already knew I drank more than they did because we've hung out before. And I was like, okay. So they're like, you got to catch up. And I was like, cool, dude. And they poured me like 3 shots, like back to back to back. And I was like, all right. So I took 3 shots and we started walking. Yeah. So I maybe ate like an hour ago, something like that.
All right.
So
There's something in there.
there's some in there. It's been a little while, but there's some in there. And then we start walking to the venue, and as we're walking to the venue, they also had like a couple bottles of soju on them. So like then we start drinking the soju, and we're waiting in line, and we start getting near the front. And when we get near the front of the line, so I'm probably like 6 shots, maybe like 8 shots deep, and 5 of them are soju, and 3 of them are like hard alcohol, right? And then we get near the front of the line, and no food or drink outside is obviously allowed inside the concert venue. So they don't know what to do. They still have like almost a full bottle of soju left. And they're like, I guess we'll just throw it away. And I go, nah, I got it. And I literally downed the rest of the bottle of soju.
Remember what flavor?
I think it was like green grape.
Eh.
So I like fucking down the rest of the bottle of soju. So I'm like fucking, dude, I'm like 8 shots and a bottle of soju in, right?
Cloud 9.
Yeah, so, but this was all probably within like 45 minutes. So nothing has set in yet. I'm chilling. So we get inside, and Krista goes, I'm going to get a drink. And I go, cool, me too. So I get a double whiskey on the rocks because it makes
what
more
we're
sense to
doing.
get a double, right? Because it's
Lines.
cheaper to get a double than to buy 2 singles. And yeah, I don't want to wait in line again. So I'm like, double whiskey rocks. And she gets whatever she gets. And so the opener comes out and plays. and then we're just chilling, hanging out, and I just remember we're sitting in the crowd. We're sitting in the crowd, like, next to the bar, and we're just waiting, like, and literally a DJ's just out playing songs. And I literally just put both my arms on the bar, and I lean back. And as I lean back, it just, like, fucking hits me like a ton of bricks, dude. Just all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm hammered, dude. Like, my head started spinning. I couldn't even look straight. And Chris is looking at me, and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, should we go? And I was like, honestly, probably. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, we should probably leave. Like, I couldn't even look. You know how when you get really drunk, like,
room starts kind of
it's kind of, and like, you can't really focus on anything, but you're like trying to make yourself not as drunk. You're like, if I can just
if I can look at this one thing.
I'm like, I could not. I was just like, fucking. So she literally, like, goes to her friends and goes, sorry, we have to leave. And I don't even say anything to them because I don't know what's happening. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
You're focused on surviving.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
literally in my head. I'm just like, don't throw up. I'm like, get out of the venue. So we're leaving the concert venue, and she's dragging me to where the Ubers are, and she had already requested the Uber, so she's on it. And I'm like, thank you, you're the best. And she's dragging me, and as we're walking out, I noticed the line for the merch. There's no one in it, and I go, hold on, babe, I'm buying a hoodie. So I literally fucking, I walk up to the person and I go, the pink hoodie in a large, please. And I grab an Isaiah Rashad hoodie. They give it to me, and then we beeline it to where the Ubers are. And I sit down for a minute, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not." And I'm just like fucking spinning. And then we get in the Uber. We get all the way back to our apartment. And I'm holding it together as best I can. Literally, as the Uber drops us off, I open the car, get down on my knees, and I yak it right in front of our apartment complex. So I made it all the way home. I just start fucking throwing up my brains right outside our apartment complex, and we get in, and I throw up like 3 more times, and I just knock the fuck out.
Hey, buddy, you made it home.
I did make it home, though. I was so proud of myself, though, because I was like, I could have yacked in the Uber, in the casino, in the merch line, fucking in the concert venue, but I fucking kept it together, and I got home, and I got a hoodie, but we did not get to see the gentleman perform that we were there to see.
I don't think I've ever thrown up publicly.
Really?
I don't think I've ever been fucked up enough that I throw up at the venue or,
I've never
or public or in a car, nothing like that.
So I threw up once in public due to dehydration, but in a bathroom, not like out in the open. But I've never thrown up
not in a drunken stupor.
No, not in a drunken stupor. I've never thrown up at a place that like I didn't feel comfortable throwing up at. Yeah. Yeah, I've always made it back home or like to
wherever I'm going.
Or like even if I'm in a car, maybe I have a throw bag or something, or like I made it to a secure location where it's okay to throw up.
Zach,
you're better man than I.
Let's hear it.
That's all that I've got to say. Yeah, I've thrown up in public a couple of times.
This is like a regular
Zach's
thing.
like, it actually happened. It happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What's your...
what are you talking about? Thursday night? Come on.
Come on.
What's your car bar bottle? If you're showing up to the car bar...
Dude, like Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, right?
Dude, Buffalo Trace sponsor us, dude. You guys are the best.
Now you guys can sponsor us.
Yeah,
Dude,
for real. Dude, I
Sponsor us,
love you,
Buffalo
Buffalo
Trace.
Trace.
It's... dude, so cheap.
It's so
Here's
good.
the thing.
I don't know how they get away with it.
When we went to California, though, and we saw a bottle of Buffalo Trace, it was like $35, $40.
That's California, though.
Yeah. But they had another... What they had something there that was a lot cheaper than it should have been. And I can't.
Yeah, when we were on the camping trip.
Woodford
Yeah, it
was
was
like
Woodford.
$27.
Yeah, instead of like, it's 40 out here or something.
Yeah, which is, it's like 35, but still.
40-ish.
Yeah. Splitting hairs there. But no, Buffalo Trace.
But we had that
it used to
leftover
be,
bottle.
It used to be Jameson, because Jameson was like $30, and that was like the cheap, good, decent bottle.
I'm fine with Jameson
you
still,
can rip
too.
shots of JMO, but like
JMO's getting a
Buffalo
little
Trace,
bit more expensive.
Yeah.
I think Jameson creeped up to like 32.
It's like $40 now, dude.
Yeah, $35.
I think no bullshit. It was like $39.99 the last time I went to the store, and I was like, for what?
Well, you know, at Total Wine,
I'd rather
if you
have
go to
Kill
buy
Bacon.
Buffalo Trace, they actually have a sign that says 1 per customer, please. Because I bet you people are just buying it because it's so fucking cheap and so good.
So cheap.
And so
so
good.
So good.
Fuck, man.
Go get yourself. Hey, or buy this. I'm sorry. We're doing Orphan Barrel this week. It's pretty
Go
good.
look through Orphan Barrel Selection. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't know if I'd pay $500 for this bottle.
You would
No.
if you had money like that, dude.
Facts. So far, our
Yeah,
listeners
I
have
would.
money like that.
Yeah.
This is a very unique taste. I feel like this would be a cool bottle to bring out when you have people over that enjoy whiskey. Something you can share with in an experience. You know what I'm saying? So,
You could be like, hey, you guys want to try a whiskey that doesn't taste like any
or
other
if you're
whiskey?
just having a nice night and you want to end your night with a little treat on the rocks, you know, this would be good. This would be a good one.
You know, the more I've drinking it, the happier I've been.
Yeah, low key.
But that's
I'm
the
not mad
magic
at
of
it.
liquor, baby.
Yeah, alcohol's crazy, dude.
Yep. You're about to go drink I guarantee anything you're gonna drink Casamigos.
Are you guys Ubering,
I don't
or
know.
is Mando not really drinking because it's like a work event?
I might not drink for the rest of the night, to be honest with you.
I respect that.
I might just have a bowl and then maybe like a mixed drink when I get there to sip on, but I'm chilling.
I
You're
feel
not
that.
gonna go crazy and take your dick out on the dance floor?
No.
Then
Or
why are
gonna-
you going?
Are you gonna dance a little bit though? Get a little,
Yeah, of course.
Get a little
dude.
loose. Get a little loose.
If you should know one thing about me, I'll be dancing.
Zach B.
Facts.
Dance. ZBD, dude.
ZBD, baby.
Zibba-dip. Nope.
All right. Well, thanks
Well,
everybody.
hey,
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We had a great time. I hope you guys learned something. You know, I feel
learned
like
how to drink responsibly
dude.
because we have definitely had our fair
I feel like
share
we've
of
kind of
not-
honed in. We've kind of honed in on this podcast.
Dude, we're
the
so
liquor
honed
talk,
right
you know
now.
what I'm
We're
saying?
so honed.
We got a little liquor talk. We get a little extra talk. We're kind of honed in though. For
We're
sure.
so honed in.
So I hope
right
you guys
now.
learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks again for tuning in. Please drink responsibly.